Here at beautiful Lake McMurtry today. We've had about 4 inches of rain over the past week or so, so I was really concerned about the water being extremely muddy. But it's nice and clear. It's got a nice tint to it. So we're going to start off with the crankbait, fish around these rocks and some of these shallow areas. Then we're going to move up into the creeks, fish a Cinco and a jig, see if we can catch something. Haven't been out this lake in about, I don't know, a month or so, and don't know really what the fish are doing out here, but see what the water temperature is. Nice cloudy morning. It's supposed to be 72 degrees today. I mean, it is perfect. So hopefully we catch a lot of fish today. Water's 64 degrees, so the fish ought to still be up on the beds. They should be up shallow. So hopefully we can do some good. Oh, yeah. First fish of a day, 3 pounds, 9 ounces. Nice fish. Caught it way up shallow on a Cinco. We'll let her go. It's up there spawning, I believe. Nice solid fish. Just caught my first fish of the day, 3.9 ounces. Nice solid fish to start off a day. Caught up shallow with a Cinco. Watermelon color. Watermelon red flake. So pretty happy about that. I'm gonna keep fishing for a little bit. Get back in this creek. Hopefully we can find some more up in there. Move back into another little creek area here. I went and tried some of that Bain Lake stuff. And the wind's blowing pretty good out of the north, and it was a little too windy to fish. And when I got up there, I just didn't feel too good about it. Just doesn't look like a good place for a fish to be spawning out there, kind of mid-lake. I mean, there's no wind protection. Like I say, there's lots of good brush, and it's good in the summertime. But as far as the springtime, I just don't think it's where they're going to be. So I fished a little bit, threw a jig around a little bit, a crankbait around a little bit. I didn't catch anything, so I come back in this another little creek here. See if we can catch something else. Looks pretty good. I haven't been back here in, gosh, forever. So we're gonna fish back in here a little bit, see if we can catch something. Like I say, it's rained about 4 inches. So the water's way up, up in the bushes. Makes everything look good. Seemed like the fish hadn't moved quite that shallow yet. Usually it takes them a day or two to move up with the water, but I don't think the fish are quite adapted to the high water conditions as of yet. One time we had a tournament up in here on this lake. I come out pre-fishing, and the only place I could catch a fish, there's a big oak log pile right over in there. Only place I caught a fish pre-fishing, and I only caught 2 or 3 small ones. So we put in that morning, and I get boat number 2 or 3, whatever it was. And I tear out, coming to this spot. I mean, some guy came roaring past me. Back then I only had a 150 horsepower motor. My boat wouldn't go about 50 miles an hour or so. It was just, anyway, it'd probably go faster than that, but I was like, nobody's gonna follow me. Guy come roaring past me, going about, 75. I mean, right to this spot, same exact spot where I wanted to start. Typical tournament fishing right there. You always think you're gonna have a spot to yourself, and you never do. If you find them biting somewhere, there's a good chance somebody else is gonna find them biting there too. If they put their time in pre-fishing. These old retired guys around here, they know what's up. They fish all the time. So he beat me there. I probably didn't catch a fish all day. I don't know what it turned out. Hopefully he didn't catch anything either. The fishing was dynamite about 10 years ago. And I mean, you could go anywhere, like a little spot like this, you just kill them. I mean, nothing majorly big, but you know, you catch a lot of fish out here. And the fishing got really bad. I mean, really bad. I don't know why. And then it got really low. So when it got really low, the city of Stillwater, or the Lake McMurtry people, they came out here and they planted just brush piles just everywhere. I mean, they cleared a lot of brush to make campgrounds and stuff, and they dumped all the brush into the lake. So, I mean, just brush piles everywhere out here now. I mean, big old, massive brush piles. So, and since they've done that, the fishing seems to come back a little bit. I mean, I haven't caught anything major today, but the fishing has definitely picked up over where it was before the lake got low. There for a while, you come out here and I mean, it'd just be terrible. You wouldn't be able to catch anything, but it's come back, and I'm glad it has. It's a lake that's here close to my house. It's easy to get to, and it's good for the city of Stillwater. You know, just to have a good place to go fishing. Like I say, you're not gonna catch any giants out here, but you know, catch a 4 or 5 pounder, you'll be doing pretty good. That'd be considered a good fish out here. But I'm glad they put that brush in. I'm sure it's helped with the spawn and everything. The only problem is, I'm sure it's helped for the little fish to find a place to hide, help the fish spawn. It's been good for the fish, good for the fishing. Good place to end to do a recap for the day. I caught quite a few fish today. I didn't quite catch as many as I'd like, but caught one good one, about 3.5 pounds. So it's always good to come out and catch a fish or two on a nice Saturday, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits today. Been out here about 4 or 5 hours and caught, I don't know, 5 or 6 fish. Like I say, I've caught one, but 3.5 pound range. All the rest of them been in 1 to 1.5 pounds. Kind of smaller buck bass. The water's 66 degrees. I'm not quite sure if the fish have spawned already and moved to their post-spawn areas, or maybe they have, maybe they are in the middle of spawning. I don't know. It seems like all I caught is little buck bass. And that one bass, so I don't know what stage they're in right now. It might be in all different stages, all 3 pre-spawn, spawned, and post-spawn. So, but every fish I caught was shallow. Every fish I caught on this worm right here, which is watermelon, red and green flake Cinco, Yamamoto Cinco. I call it the Christmas tree color. So I fished mine with the braid as the main line, with a 15-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon as the leader material with the FG knot. And I fish all my flukes on a Dobbins Fury Series 703C. It's a really good rod for that. Has a nice soft tip. You can get them launched out there pretty good, but also has a good backbone where you can get a good hook set. I didn't fish too clean today. I missed a few fish, 3 or 4 fish I think I missed. I think mainly that was due to me. It was either due to me not setting the hook hard enough and getting the hook in them good, or it also could have been the fish just grabbing the end of the Cinco and moving it off their bed or whatever. They seem to do that in the springtime. They'll just grab the end of it, move it off their bed or move it out of their way. And I set the hook and there was nothing there. So it's probably a combination of both me and the way the fish bite in the springtime. So anyway, I was pretty pleased with the way I fished today, or pretty pleased with the day. To catch some fish was nice. As far as the baits I used, like I say, I caught every fish on the Cinco, but I have jig tied on. I try to crankbait, chatterbait, and a lizard, and a topwater, frog, and a whopper plopper. And didn't catch anything on those baits, but like I say, everything I caught was on the Cinco. So we're gonna pack up and go home. Might fish one more spot. If I catch something good out of it, I'll be sure to record it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take off for the day. So if you like the video, please subscribe.